I will just look at them, I could see the fear in their eyes, and I will slowly step back and bring them in front of me. And I will say that we are all together, don't worry, have faith in the higher being and everything will be okay. So they were so loving and happy with me because somewhere they felt the person who can give his own space to us in the time when everybody else is running down, maybe if we get into trouble, this person is going to help us. So they even use the word, they say, Ram, you are our angel, you are Farishta. And I was laughing inside. I said, wow, it's become very easy to become Farishta, you know. Just go 2 steps behind and become Farishta. But then I started to think about that why people talk about, because they said that to me, that you are an angel. I did not say that. So what they must have seen that which really made them feel. And then I started to think that many times we talk about big angels, but I am an ordinary person. Is there a possibility that I could also become a tiny human angel? We are big, but I can be a small angel, a particle angel, or a dot angel. And what the angels do actually? So that's what I was thinking. Angels appear in the time of trouble. They help out everybody. They work incognito. And as soon as the work is finished, they are gone. And they don't take anything. To me, in your profession, I know about the COVID time. In USA, nurses and doctors, they were called the real angels. You know, they were clapping for everybody that they are putting their life, and they're still helping everybody. And that kind of thing, the thought was that the becoming an angel simplified, helping out in the time of need, doing it without name and fame, working selflessly, and then not to get anything in return, and fly away and remain light. And we all can do that. Actually, I want to see that we all do that, isn't it? So you agree with that we all have that kind of feeling? And we all do that? So raise your hand. Yes. So actually, that is what I feel. So we are tiny angels. Not big angels, but tiny angels. Another thing was that I had this survival, you could call it guilt, that why did I survive? I lost 10 friends because they decided to stay back, and by the time they started, it was too late. So then I was saying, why did I survive? I should have also died with them. Then I made one promise to myself. I thought, if I also consider that I died, I could die with them. But now this life has been given to me, that if I use this life, rest of my life, not for myself, but for the world outside, that even the higher being, God, Allah, can also justify that why did I survive. So since then, I have been always thinking of what can I do for the society, for the world. So with what happened in 2008, there was a cover story in Time magazine, and the topic was, they were saying happiness is contagious. They gave the example of flu virus, that how flu virus spread, and now COVID spreads even faster. But what their findings were, that for 5,000 people for 20 years, they did that study, and they felt that when one person is happy, looking at that person, 5-7 people become happy, then 10-15 people become happy, and then it just continues and continues. So then the thought was, where we really find happiness. Sometimes we think it's money or the position, but we have seen in our life, you all must have experienced, when you go out of your way to help the patients, to help other people, that is where the joy comes. any little help you can provide to the people. So that is where then we thought that what could be an act of goodness, that we thought if we can come up with this idea, 700 crore, 7 billion, good actions, and if we can perform so many actions, maybe that will bring about the explosion of goodness and happiness in the world. So I just wanted to just quickly show the thing, some slides, so you can